So when we are dealing with nonlinear inequalities, we are given this equation. So when we see that it can be made as a trinomial, we transpose 5x and negative 6 to the other side, then we equate it to 0. So when we have a perfect trinomial, we have x squared minus 5x plus 6 is less than or equal to 0. Then we factor them out. We have x minus 3 and x minus 2. Then we equate x minus 3 and x minus 2 to 0. So we have x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 2. We got this by doing x minus 3 is equal to 0. Then we transpose it. We have x is equal to 3 and x minus 2 equal to 0. Then we transpose negative 2 to the other side. We have 2. So we have x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 2. So we do this bar line where 2 and 3 are in the somewhat middle stage, and then we find values less than 2 and values in the middle of 2 and 3 and values greater than 3. So a value less than 2 would be easier if it became 0. So when we substitute 0 to x minus 3 and x minus 2, we would have a negative number. So 0 minus 3 is a negative number and 0 minus 2 is a negative number. Then when we have a negative and a negative number, it is also understood as negative times negative is equal to positive. Always make sure that when you multiply the first two numbers, it would be equal to a negative or positive number. It depends on what number it is. So 2 and 3, a number in the middle of 2 and 3 would be 2.5. So when we substitute 2.5 to negative 3 is a negative number. 2.5 to x minus 2, it would be a positive number. Negative times positive is negative. And 3 would be substituted, a number greater than 3 would be 4. So 4 minus 3 is what? Is a positive number. 4 minus 2 is a positive number, and positive times positive is a positive number. So we're looking for a value less than 0. So we have to look for a negative number since it is less than 0. So a negative number would be 2.5 because as you see we have a negative here. So this is the value. So a number that is in the middle of 2 and 3. But we're not sure if 2 and 3 are also values that can be less than 0. So when we substitute 2 here, we have 2 minus 3 is a negative number. 2 minus 2 is 0, so that could be a negative number or a positive number. So that's undefined. We cannot use 2. So 2 is an open circle. So 3 minus 3 is also 0. It's undefined. So we cannot use 3. So it's an open circle. So we only have values in the middle of 2 and 3 that we can use to substitute as x in x squared is less than 5x minus 6.